Travel back in time with a trip inside the Iowa's News Now vault.
Good evening. Nicaraguan officials now say at least 46 people have died in the fighting that continues in the northern part of that country.
In what one Nicaraguan official is calling the worst blow to date, CIA-backed rebels stormed the town of Pantasma, causing more than $2 million damage. Among the dead are 11 peasants who were members of a farmers' co-op.
The U.S. House of Representatives tonight is continuing its battle to cut off covert aid to rebels who are fighting Nicaragua's leftist government. On a 227 to 194 vote, the House approved a key amendment which would halt the aid. This is the second time in 3 months that the House has voted against the aid to Nicaraguan rebels. Democrats say it amounts to a waging of war against Nicaragua. Republicans say the aid is needed to pressure the leftist regime into accepting a peaceful settlement for Central America. Iowa's delegation voted yes to the cutoff, with the exception of 2nd District Congressman Tom Talkey. The Republican-controlled Senate is expected to vote to continue aid to the rebels.
Parents and school officials of the Clayton County town of Garnavillo gathered tonight to discuss what they consider a serious problem, drinking among high school students. Northeast Iowa correspondent Joel Shetler covered that meeting and has this report.
This meeting of concerned parents and friends against teenage drinking almost did not take place. When we reported last week that our 2 Action News camera would be at the meeting, a number of Garnavillo residents got camera shy. Teenage alcohol abuse is a sensitive issue, and many people threatened to stay away from the meeting if our camera was there. But evidently the camera did not scare too many people away. An overflow crowd of about 140 people came to watch a film on drug and alcohol abuse and discuss ways to solve the teen drinking in their town.
Garnavillo is attempting to focus in on the problem and see what can be done to decrease teenage drinking, and I think this is the most important thing to come out of the meeting.
We've got school policies that call for no drinking involved with school activities, yet it doesn't seem to be something that's accepted by a lot of the kids in most school districts. And if they're not accepting it and parents aren't sure of what kind of policies we should have in that regard, we should take a look at it.
Both men stressed that the teen drinking problem is no worse in Garnavillo than in any other town, but the difference is parents here are getting together to fight it now, before there are any innocent victims. Joel Shetler, 2 Action News, Garnavillo.
The Marion City Council is a step closer to approving the sale of $8 million worth of commercial revenue bonds to finance a new shopping center. A November 17th public hearing was scheduled to get public input over the sale of the bonds. The new shopping center will be located at the site of the old Twixtown Drive-In on the Cedar Rapids-Marion boundary. A Des Moines developer has already cleared the 17-acre site. Construction is expected to begin this winter.
The future of agri-industries is uncertain tonight. The firm's board of directors held a 7-hour special meeting today to discuss the conspiracy conviction of the company and 3 officials yesterday. A company spokesman said no decisions were reached at the meeting, but the discussion will continue at the board's regular meeting next week. U.S. Attorney Richard Turner has said the company should clean house, or possibly it may lose its grain warehouse licenses. Iowa senators and congressmen have asked federal officials to make appearances in drought-stricken Davis County this fall to reassure residents. So today, the director of the Farmers Home Administration, Charles Schuman, appeared in Bloomfield. The appearance was well covered by news media, but Gary Grigsby, who was there, said no new information was released. About a dozen farmers attended.
The Iowa Liquor Commission will reconsider the ban on Russian-made vodka. Commission Director Roland Gallagher announced last month that because of the Soviets shooting down of the Korean airliner, Iowa would order no more Russian vodka. Yesterday, Russia said it would no longer buy grain from states which no longer buy its vodka. Gallagher told reporters today that seemed like an overreaction.
So it seemed like we're on easy edge, where they were saying we're not going to buy any of your grain. And if you're discontinuing buying $39,000 worth of this product in a year, doesn't seem quite cricket. But that's the way it is right now. We're simply going to sweat it out, wait it out, make a decision in a few weeks.
Gallagher said he had no idea how the commission would decide.
Members of the Reagan administration may feel pleased tonight. Earlier today, they argued that they have new evidence which shows that Reaganomics does work. The gross national product, the measure of the total value of the nation's goods and services, rose 7.9% in the third quarter of this year. And Commerce Secretary Malcolm Baldridge predicted that a reduction in unemployment could soon follow. Mitchell Krause has more on today's news.
A Caribbean nation undergoes a bloody change of government. That story is coming up.
And floodwaters soak the Texas Panhandle.